Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Taylor. Let's get into it. So basically, sorry if it's a bit zoomed in, I'm using my phone. Anyway, basically today, what I did is I ordered a package off Temu. It got here today. Right, today? It's 8:30 right now, so yeah, today. And so we're gonna go through everything, rate them from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and see what I think. Starting out with number 1. The fuck? You might be wondering what this is. Basically, what this is it's a Type-C wireless charger. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. My table is not stable. And I did not mean for that to rhyme. Okay, hang on. So basically what this is, okay, I don't have anything. It's a USB-C wireless charging adapter. So you plug this into, say, your phone, you put it in the case, and then when you set it on the charger, it charges in case your phone can't do that. So, because I'm using my phone to record this, I won't be able to record it, but let me go try this out real quick, and I'll be right back. Can't really. I'm giving a thumbs up. Okay, I'm back. So I used this to charge up my headphones. So basically, I plugged it in. I set it on the charger. Normally you plug something in the back. And then it just wirelessly charged. It took about an hour to go from 0 to 100. And this is actually the... I don't think it says it on here. Oh, yeah, it does. It says Type-C fast charging. So, yeah, it is fairly quick. Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, personally, I'm gonna have to give this a good solid 6.5. Yes, it's good, but it'd be faster just to plug in the plug directly into, like, your phone. So, yeah. But, say you're traveling, this would be really good. Like, you can just set your phone down, charge it, then whenever you get out of the car, you don't have to risk your charging port breaking. You can just pick up your phone. Overall, I think I'm gonna give this a good... Oh, no, wait. So if you're traveling, I would give this like a good 5. So overall, I'm gonna give it a 5.5. It's good. It needs some improvements. It's not as good as just plugging in your phone directly, but it's still really good. It's still really good. For our second item today... Okay, I could... let's get it out of the way. Might as well. So, to be clear, I did go through the package, see what I got. So some of this stuff is already out of the box and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, next up we have these. They're little USB LED light strip things. How many LEDs is it? Let me check. I just counted it, and it looks like 24 LEDs only on the front per strip. And I got a 3-pack. And to see if this works, I have... Let me scooch over. I have... Oh, this little thing, I just need to plug it into the power strip. Hold, please. Okay, I just plugged it in. Now I'm just going to take one of these. Oh, and before I do that, let me turn off this light. Let me turn off my overhead light. And of course we got background lights, but those can stay on. So now, let's see how bright one of these is. Oh, my bad, my fan isn't on. Things might get a little loud, and you might not be able to hear me. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Wow, that is bright. Hang on, let me add in the other two. Oh. There we go. And, oh, Jesus. I am just Butterfingers today. And they have, oh. They have these little caps to cover up. Come on, focus. They have these little caps to cover up the USB port. And you might be wondering why it keeps turning on and off. Well, they're a little finicky and they like to move around the USB ports. So if I just kind of push this one back a little. So look, it acts kind of like a switch. On, off, on, off. And actually I've tried, here, hang on, let me turn off my fan. And actually I've tried, sorry if I'm yelling, I've tried doing the lights and doing the little switch thing. I've plugged in my phone and it acts like a light switch. I don't know why. Oh. So, in my personal opinion, besides the rockin' motion and acting like a switch, I'm gonna have to give these, like, a good, probably 4.5 out of 10. Because they're good, but if I don't know. If I were to bump this, I could, like, accidentally stop charging my phone. But, as, like, an example, say you're camping. If you bump this, all your lights are gonna go off if they're plugged into the same strip as this. That's the only problem. So because of that, I'm gonna have to give these if I were camping, a 3.5 out of 10. Which overall I would say it's like a 4.5 out of 10. So overall not terrible, but room for improvements. And let me just get a little sip of coffee. Vanilla iced coffee. Okay. I'm gonna do 2 products at the same time. Now then, you might be wondering what this is. I should probably turn my light on. Let me turn my overhead light on too. I have a lamp and my overhead light on, because if I only have my lamp on, it overpowers this and it looks weird. And if I only have my overhead light on, that's not enough light. Anyway, both of these are... This is a joystick cap replacement for a Switch. And this is a kickstand for a Switch. And I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they fit the screwdriver in there. But I had to punch it through the bottom because I couldn't get it to fit. So, I'm going to do both of these back to back. So first, I think I'm going to get the hard one out of the way. This little kickstand. Okay. Then we take our Switch. Take off the controllers. Here's a Switch. And I don't know why they gave you this. You don't need it. Because you can quite literally just take this. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. Then just kind of jam it in there. Boom. Now you see, the thing I don't like about it is this is a different color black than this. Because as you can see, my lamp, this is like a shiny, while this is like a matte finish. So I don't really know how I like about that. But, oh, yeah, and then there's the click. I don't like that. But it does work. It does work really well. Hey, there's camera. There's me. I did not know I was... Wow. Anyway, it does stand up really well. Okay, let me move my lamp. Oh. There you go. Anyway, yeah, no, it works. For a personal opinion, assembly, really easy. You just basically put this part on there, and then push this in, and that's it. And then just a normal kickstand. What I don't like about it is how this and this are two different color blacks. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Yeah, that's basically the only thing. I did not know I could do that. Oh! Okay, well, don't want to break that. And what number are we on? Like 4? I think there's like 13. We got the joystick replacement caps. Sorry, hang on, there's stuff all over my screen. Okay, so we got the replacement caps. Let's get those out of there. What? What? Why is this such a little bag for such a big box? Like, what? What? Why have all this extra space when you can basically just cram it in there? And I know that there's a dirty joke in there, and stop it, okay? Stop it. Anyway, let me move this screwdriver and stuff off to the side. Okay, so you see how this looks? It's on there. The other one came off of the other controller. Also, this joystick is a lot more loose than this one. So, anyway, basically all we have to do is, if I can get it, take out one of these, and then you put it on there like a little hat, and then you just kind of push it around and down and stuff. And then, just give me a second. And it takes a hot second. But eventually, you can get it on there. And again, same with the kickstand. Two different blacks. This one's matte, this one's shiny. And just doing this, I can feel that there's two different thicknesses. And this one is less grippy than the new one. Okay. Like I said, it's really easy to put on. You basically just take one of these out, put it on there, and then you gotta kind of like squish it down like you're putting a lid onto a cup. Yeah, no, it feels pretty good. My personal opinion, I like it. I don't like how these are two different colors and two different thicknesses, but it is a good replacement. A scenario. I don't know. Actually, wait, no. Why don't I just talk about the scenario I had? Basically, wear and tear, the thing came off, I threw it away. It was just bare plastic and then a perfectly good thumbstick, which, if you look, it's starting to come off, which I could just take off right now, but I'll let it come off on its own. So yeah, just wear and tear, and I think, not sure if you're playing like a high stakes game, this would be really good to have, but for just like general calm gaming, you don't really need this, but it's still a good thing to have. It gives you good grip. It is a bit thicker though, which I don't really like. Yeah, you can actually see the side by side. This one's a little bit thicker than this one. But again, still pretty good. My personal opinion, I'm gonna have to give it a, we'll say, 9 out of 10. And for this scenario, I would say like a 9.5 out of 10. Which overall, I would say like a 9.5. It's good. It is really good. So let's move that off to the side. Clip both these back in. Grab this bag. Oh yeah, and there's a ton in here. So including the one I put on there, there's 6 per bag. And I think this was like $1.25. Like $1.25-ish. It's really good. Anyway, moving on. Right, you probably can't tell. And before you say anything, this is not what it looks like. It's a cologne thing. Also, a couple of things. The way you refill it is, you grab here, you grab right below the cap. You have to take that off, and then you can unscrew this, and then fill it up like that. Then screw that back on, put that on there, and boom. Also, sorry if I sniffle a lot. It's the beginning of spring, allergies. And I'm allergic to steroids, so I can't use Flonase and stuff like that. So, you know, fun. Oh, and, okay, I don't like the design. It's like they tried to rip off carbon fiber. I don't know. Hang on, let me shine some light on there. Yeah, that's a little bit easier to see. It's weird. I don't like it. Oh, and one more thing I don't like. Hear that? That is glass. If you were to drop this, this would shatter and go everywhere. And cologne nowadays ain't cheap. Also, sorry about the mess. Oh. Sorry about the mess in the background. Room's a bit messy. I'll get to it eventually. In like 4 months. Oh, my back. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I also like how satisfying putting on and taking off the cap is. Because it's so new, it feels so clean, like, just... Like, it just makes me feel a lot more rich. Oh, in the spray area, it gets a good distance. And you can fill this up with whatever cologne or perfume you like. But if you hold it like this, and somebody just takes a glance at it, it looks like something... Yeah, I probably shouldn't have finished that sentence. So personally, I would give this like a good 5.5 out of 10. I just don't like the fact that the actual thing is glass, and I don't like the texture or the pattern of this outer shell. Oh, wait a second. Oh my god, that's metal, right? Oh my god, that's metal. Ugh. And it gives a good spray area. Also, whenever you take on and off the cap, it makes you feel really rich. Okay, say that you're traveling and you go to fill this up, okay, and you filled it up. Before you can put this back on, you fall and trip. This is glass, it shatters. Then what the fuck are you gonna do? You're just gonna do it again? No, you're gonna get something better. I just don't like that it's glass. So, for the scenario, I'm gonna have to give it like a good 4.5 out of 10. Which overall I would give it, which overall would be like a 5 out of 10. It's good, it has some good qualities, some bad qualities. It needs some improvement, but overall it's pretty good. Anyway, for the next product, we got... That was smart. We got a pen. Not just any pen. This is like a pen that... An Apple pen. It's like an Apple pen. Hang on. I don't think I have anything with a touchscreen besides my phone. Hang on. Do I? I do not. Okay. Well, sorry, you're just gonna have to take my word for it, but basically all you do is tap once, hello, did I break it? Ah, okay, tap once for the battery, there's the battery, 55%, double tap to get this little line, and basically what that means is, if I were to use this on my phone now, it would basically work like an Apple Pencil. And then to turn it off, you just double tap the top, shows the battery. Okay. Double tap and it turns off. And this little part I thought was a button you press. No, it's just a little cover for USB-C. Oh, wait a second. You can take the wireless charger, shove it into there, and now it can wirelessly charge. Then when it's all done charging, you can just slide that back into there. Nope. Come on. There you go. And then, yeah. And then it basically works like a little stylus. And I don't have them anymore. They're somewhere. But it comes with other little attachments that it has. Like a ball stylus, a disc thing. Just a whole bunch of stuff. And then, of course, you got the normal pencil point. So, personally, I would give this a good, solid, say, 6.5 out of 10. Why? Because it's a good pen, but it's from Temu. It's crap. Well, it's not crap, but it's cheap. It's cheap quality. For a situation, okay, imagine playing hang on. Okay, I just thought of a situation. So imagine you're flying on a plane to, I don't know, to a friend's house. And you have an iPad, and your iPad Apple Pencil dies. What are you gonna do? Wait an hour for it to charge up? No, you have this. It basically works the same way. So, personally, I said, what, 5.5 out of 10? For that, I think I'm gonna give it like a good 6 out of 10. So overall, I would say a good 5.5 out of 10. 5.5 to 6. So it's good. It's crap quality. The touchpad doesn't really work all the time. I can't speak today. The display is like crappy. It charges good. It has good attachments. So yeah, it's pretty good. Moving on. Oh. Okay, now then. These I love because I use this every day at school. Basically, what it is, plastic inside of plastic. Thanks, Temu. Why save the planet when we can just send you a pencil inside a plastic bag, inside of plastic, with a plastic... Oh, come on, focus. Come on. With a plastic tip cover. Like, bro. Whatever. We'll set that off to the side. And it's fairly sharp. And you may be wondering what this little nub is. Basically, if your table's slanted, it won't roll away. And you have all these little replacements, which means you grab it, twist it off, and then you can replace it with another one. And then you just twist it back in, and boom. And, yeah. See, it works like a normal pencil. But the best part is you don't have to sharpen it. And let me grab the one that I use every day. Never mind, it seems like I can't find it. So personally, I'm gonna have to say 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 across the board. I love it. I would say the only thing wrong with it is, why so much plastic? Like, they ship it to you in, like, a bag like this. It's a big bag. And then they have a bag, then they put it in a bag like this. And then they put the pencil in another little bag, like this. Okay, can you see it? And then they put a plastic tip cover on the tip. Now, of course, that allows it to not get dull as easy as quick. But, like, why the hell so much plastic? I thought we were trying to save the turtles, not kill them even faster. That's my only complaint, which would probably have to bring it down to like a good 9 out of 10. Which, again, really good, but you don't need this much plastic. Like, honestly. And for my situation, I would say if you run out of these little lead type things, if you run out of them, you can easily buy more for like $1. But if you're traveling, yeah. So overall, for the situation, I would give it like a good 8 out of 10. Which overall would be like an 8.5 out of 10. It's really good, but so much plastic and yeah. That was good. Oh, here's the one I use for school. Yeah, you can see how dull it is compared to a new one. And this is probably lasted me about 1.5 semesters of school, which is a lot if you think about it. Next up, we have, what do I want to show next? Oh, yes. Okay, now then. You're gonna ask me why I bought this. I'm gonna explain it to you, and you're gonna say, oh. You're gonna get it. I don't want to slam this down because it's heavy. Okay, it's basically all it is... Okay. I should get one thing straight. I crocheted this little chain, and then I put a little loop on the end. That way you could... Let me see if I can do it. Slide your hand through it. Okay. Then you could grab a hold of it. And you might be thinking, Taylor, what is it? It's a magnet. And the reason why I crocheted a rope instead of actually getting a rope is it was cheaper just to get the magnet without a rope and crochet a rope than it was to get a magnet with a rope. So, yeah, and I've tested it out. It's fairly strong. In fact, hang on. To prove to you that it is magnetic. Oh, I got that, and then of course, oh, and yeah, it's fairly strong. It's, gonna be honest, compared to my hand, it's a lot smaller than I thought it'd be. Oh. I got a whole can of corn, and it can pull it, but, okay, hang on, let me do a test. So, if I, of course it's slanted, if I just hold that, nope, hold that, okay, so there. Let me do measurements. There. Just there. That's about like 3.5, 5 inches. So it's fairly weak. But it's magnetic, and it's really cool. See, I originally got it because I wanted to do some magnet fishing. I didn't realize how small it was. I think it says on there, what does that say? JH. M6, I think 6 millimeters. Can you see that? There you go, 6M, M6. 6 millimeters. I can feel the magnets in my phone, which shouldn't be doing that. So, in my personal opinion, I'm gonna have to give it a good solid, we'll say 7 out of 10. I'm subtracting 3 points because I thought it'd be bigger, which is what she said. Oh! And, situational, say you were gonna go not fly fishing, my god. Say you were gonna go magnet fishing, and then you got a 6mm defeater. Shut up. Yeah, you wouldn't be catching much with it, so, yeah. Overall, so for the situation, I'm gonna have to give it, like, what? 4.5 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Yeah, 5 out of 10. So overall, like a 6 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. It's good. Thought it'd be bigger. Thought it'd be stronger. But, you know, it's whatevs. Let me just kinda curl up this rope. There we go. Let me sit up. Ugh. My sternum just popped. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, let's do this. That was a bit too violent, sorry. Nope, too close. Yeah, good enough. Basically, it's getting too hot, and my original pair of gloves were getting too hot. So I got these pair of gloves, and it has this little clip, that way you don't lose the gloves. And it makes such a quiet noise. And this white part is so incredibly soft. It's like a silk shirt. And I specifically got these kind because it has these little things. That way you can interact with, like, touch screens. But this, like, brownie looking part, this is, like, softer than I thought. So if actually, no, let me put on the right one. Oh, can't really see that. So as you can see, it fits really nice. And if you notice, it kind of looks like a golf glove. I don't know why it's like that. But you know, this part's really soft. This part's really silky smooth. And these, and it is touchscreen. Yeah. So, hang on, let me... Here's some coffee. I don't want to show... I was gonna say I don't want to show the logo because I'm not sponsored and copyright, so... I'll just... Okay. I'll just do that. So, it's gonna be hard to show you, but... If I turn this... I can do that easily with the glove, but if I do that in the other hand... I'm gonna open that up. So, yeah. And so my ungloved hand is stronger than my gloved hand, but it is really nice, it's comfortable, it's breathable. And, like I said, it has this little clip. on there. There we go. That way you don't lose the gloves. So, personally, I'm gonna have to give these a good old-fashioned 8.5 out of 10. I thought they'd have more grip, and I didn't think that this was gonna be as smooth. But yeah, I do like them. Situationally, two situations. Two of them. One, if you were a golfer, I bet these would work really well. But if you worked in, like, a factory, I would get, like, heavy-duty leather work gloves instead of these. Because this isn't not... Because this isn't gonna do... So... Yeah. So for the situation, I'm gonna have to give it a good old-fashioned 4.5 out of 10. And what I say personally, like a 5 out of 10. So overall, I'd say like a 4.5 out of 10. Which, it's really good, got some room for improvement, didn't think it'd be as it is, but still pretty good. Moving on. I did not mean to slide it that hard. Thank you. We got this USB Bluetooth mouse. It's Bluetooth. Sorry about that. And USB enabled. When I turned it on to Bluetooth, it connected to my phone automatically. And then you got the little USB thing. And if you listen to it, here, if I take my... Like, the clicker buttons are really quiet, but the other two buttons, power button and scroll wheel, are, like, surprisingly loud. Coffee. So, you know. And I've tried this on my phone and my laptop. Works really well. And, excuse me, USB-C powered. Really good. Personally, I'm gonna have to give it a... I'll give it a 6 out of 10. But situationally, because it doesn't take, like, individual batteries and it's a rechargeable battery, it's a lot more reliable. So for that, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10, which overall would be like a 6.5 out of 10, which is really good, but yeah. I also like how you can just switch between Bluetooth and USB. It's really cool. Moving on. What do I want to show next? What's this? Yeah, let's get this out of the way. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do two products at once. We got this little thing that basically opens up your nose and allows you to breathe better. And then I got this for free. It's, fluffin'. Don't worry, I can speak. It's a... Oh, it even says it. It's a humidifier. I actually had to clean this out 2 or 3 times because it's not made for oils, and I used it for oils. So yeah, let me fill it up with water and plug it in. I said fill it up with water on the cabinet. There you go. And I'm gonna try and film this the best I can. Take the top off. Again, sorry for all the mess. Need to clean. Just pour the water in. That's actually perfect. And of course you don't want to fill it up all the way. You just want to fill it up enough. Slide that in there. Plug this in. Press and hold. Right, it's not on. Oh, did you see it? Here, look, we plug it in. Those lights, if you saw it, indicate that it's on. And if we hold this down, you can see we get some pretty colorful lights. And then if we click once, it's a continuous stream, and if we click a second time, it's little spurts. So, I'm going to move this down and have it running off camera, and at the end of the video I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And now, moving on, there we go. Moving on to this one. Let's see. I actually use this while I sleep. It works. It tickles your nose at first, but after a while you just get used to it. I've used this for about a month now. And it works. Oh, I should probably mention, some of these products, I'll say like I use them for a certain time. Well, in the beginning of the video I said that I just got the package today. I got 2 packages because it got split up. One was delivered earlier and then one was delivered today. So yeah, I've been using this, not this specific one, but I've been using this kind for like a month now. And my snoring hasn't stopped, but it's not as loud as it used to be. And I'm not wearing it right now, but if I were, I wouldn't be sniffling as much. It's really good, and I'm gonna be sniffling a lot more because of this humidifier, humidifying the air. So yeah. Also, sorry if it gets a bit loud. I just turned my fan on, that way the humidifier goes. Anyway, for the little nose, for this little nose thing, personally, it tickles your nose. You get used to it slowly after a while. I'm still not fully used to it. Think of it like you constantly have to sneeze, but you never actually sneeze. Yeah, it's like that feeling, but worse. So, because of that, I'm gonna have to take away a couple of points, but because it's slowed down and lessened my snoring and I can breathe better during the day, I'm gonna have to give it a good, I don't know, let's say 7 out of 10. But in a situation like, if you were traveling on a plane and you pulled this out and shoved it up your nose, it'd look a bit weird. And if you're sitting next to the wrong person, they are definitely gonna question and probably tell the flight attendants that you're using drugs while on the plane. So, yeah. For that, I'm gonna have to give it like a good 5 out of 10. Which would be, which an average would be like, what, 6 out of 10? What'd I say for my personally, like, 8 out of 10? So yeah, like, 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. I thought that'd go farther. Moving on. Oh yeah. We got, after this one, I think, 2 more. One of them is downstairs in the freezer, and I have a complaint about it. But we'll get to that one. For now, we got this. That was good. This. 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 Ah, crap, is it? Oh my god. Right, okay, whatever. Oh. Okay, I'll have to comment on that in a second. So basically what this is it's a sponge. Got your softer side and your tougher side. Why is it wet? Why the heck is it wet? Ew. Ugh. Ugh. God, it smells like chemicals. Also, I like the ergonomic design about it. You just kinda do that. And it also comes with this little string that, if I can take it off without breaking it. There you go. It comes off, and basically what you have to do is put it inside this hole, make it come out the other side, make it come out the other. Hang on, let me get my crochet hook. Ugh. Okay, let me shove this in there. Oh, come on. Now let me pull this out. There we go, I pulled it out. Oh, that crochet hook just fell off. That's okay. And then, you're gonna see a little hole and a little tube. You want to insert the tube inside the little hole and push till you hear a click. There you go. Now then, this actually dried out a little, but Temu, what the hell is this? Focus. Why is my sponge cracking? It's happening on the other side too. I haven't even gotten to use this yet. In fact, hang on, let me use this on my arm. Okay, you can't really see it, but there's some normal skin. It's a little bit dirty there. It got off the dirt really well. So, personally, I'm gonna have to say a good, because it's wet and it smells like chemicals, and it's cracked a little, I'm gonna have to say, We'll go a good 5 out of 10. In a situation, if you have a house, or if you invite your friends over, or something like that, and your friends see this, it is weirdly shaped, and you're gonna have to answer a few, not disgusting, but, yeah. You're gonna have to answer a few disgusting and, uncomfortable questions. So for that, I'm gonna say 4.5 out of 10. Which, the average would be 4.5 out of 10. So, not bad, not good. Could be better, could be worse. Wish it wasn't wet. Wish it didn't smell like chemicals. Wish my goddamn sponge wouldn't crack after drying out for an hour. Moving on. Oh. Oh my god. Moving on. This is our second to last? Yeah. Second to last item. Oh. Shucks. It's a wireless keyboard. Probably shouldn't have slammed it down like that. Anyway, let's open it up. Take it out. There's the charger. And it is Type-C. Why is everything Type-C? There's a little instruction booklet. I already read it. And actually, before I move on and, talk about it and test it and stuff, I have a complaint, Temu. 1. It's broken right here. Okay. This right here and right here is bent inward, which makes, I want to say, this screw and this screw. Or no, wait, it's this screw and this screw. These two screws are broken, and before recording this, I took off this back panel, looked at the circuit board. The circuit board was okay, it works perfectly fine. Why the fuck is it bent? Why in the fuck is it bent? It's stupid. Anyway, basically what you do is you flip it on, press the connect button. I gotta stop connecting stuff to my phone. And then basically it works like a normal keyboard. You got... Now then, I did try Alt F3 or F4. It did not work, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it does work like a normal keyboard and stuff. Personally, I'm gonna have to say 6 out of 10 for this. Why? It's really good, and I'm gonna test it out on playing Minecraft on my laptop after this. And yeah. Cons, it was mother bent. How in the Kentucky Fried does that happen? Situational. I took a look at it. Battery is like... Hang on, let me try and put this into perspective. Battery is that big by that big. It's like, hang on, let me get my tape measure. It's like a good solid 3 inches by 1.5 to 2 inches. Why is the battery so small? Hang on. The battery in this motherfucking Oculus is bigger than this tiny, thin, very, very thin keyboard, might I add. But yeah, no, it does work like a normal keyboard. You can type, you can do stuff, yeah. I would turn it on again, but I don't want to record another part of this video. Sure, I can edit it all together, and that's what I'm gonna do, but, ugh. Anyway, for the next product... Oh, wait, yeah, no. Situationally good. It could die while you're working, and that's not good. So like 4 out of 10. Overall, like 5.5 out of 10. Not bad, not good, not bad. Could be better, could be worse. Now then, for the next product, we have to go downstairs. Again, sorry about my room. I will clean it later. Light. Uh-huh. Hang on, I gotta pop my knee. Never mind. I also really hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, okay, you can. Anyway, for this next part, there's this. Seems frozen. Now then. Hang on. Ah, there we go. Pop my knee. Whew. Felt good. Now then. When I bought this, they said it was silicone. This is not silicone. This is hard plastic. And my other one, this one, that broke, which is why I wanted to get that one as silicone. That way it wouldn't break. No. Hard plastic. Anyway, let me just put you here. Let me just the edges, yeah. On the plus side, this one has handles. Now you can easily just lift it out. Ooh. Ooh, perfect. Right. Let me get a bowl. Fallen eyes. There we go. This one fell on the counter, but you can see it gives you good round balls. They're perfectly smooth to the touch. Now then, I don't know how to make them clear, but this here, you can make 2, 4, 6. You can make 14 balls per little thing. And I have another one that can hold 33 per ice per hang on. Sorry, I have to use the bathroom. Sorry about that. So that's, what did I say, 32? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So 47 per both of these. Now then, looking at them, these ones that were made with this look bigger than the ones you can make with this. That's confirmed. They are bigger. That's cool. So yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway guys, that's all for today. Hope you guys have a wonderful Easter. Have a good day. Bye. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And click that bell icon. That way you never miss a video. Thank you. Bye.